Alright, here we go. Hey, nature trail. Welcome to the American Civil War and the Southwest Trail. It's a weekday morning. It's beautiful outside. Mike's busy working. All the animals are relaxing. And Desi is looking out the window, and I'm having my power shake. What a gorgeous day. We're taking the trail going the other way. That's me and Izzo. I like the fact that the trail's not on the road, but a little ways off of it. More stunning scenery. Really, really pretty. So different than anything we've ever been in before. Another huge saguaro cactus. Feel the campground. It's actually a pretty decent size. Keeps on going. See some more right over here. And you can see the, oh, look at the birds right here. Sitting on the top of that jumping cactus. Look at these right there. He's not even moving. It's right there. How cool is that? And it continues. Roadrunner group area. It goes over there. I guess that's the area for a tent. What do you think, Benzo? These are hidden. You have to kind of look for them. Come on, come on. Well, you're doing fine, honey. You don't have to be with Daddy all the time. I got a plus A with a big trailer down there. Look at that. It's practically anything to get into this park. Okay, we got the Bobcat Rustic Quail Group area. Actually looks like they have a toilet down there. Somebody's down there camping in a monster tent. And maybe several tents. Okay, Enzo keeps snapping at the flies. Come on. Look at that saguaro cactus. That's cool. Isn't this pretty? It's nice day today. It's like in the high 50s right now. Very pretty. A couple people coming the other way. Doing too much sniffing, not enough moving. Okay, now we're climbing a little bit. Look at that mountain. Isn't that amazing? I know this video does not do it justice. This is one of those places you have to come here and experience it. Smell it. Just like absorb it. Yes, we're going uphill again. We're coming up to another group area. This is the Jackrabbit group area. That must be way down there. Just see the top of the shelter. Signpost for Jackrabbit group area. And here's the trail. You have to kind of look for it beyond the trail. Come on Izzo. He is a nervous puppy dog. Okay, you might be able to see the mountain right behind me. It's quite majestic. Our view from where we've climbed to, it's like a steady climb on the road. You may not notice it, but when you're walking it, you will notice it. I think the altitude has something to do with it. We're at 4,000 feet. And this is Sunset Day Use Area. This is actually where we pulled in when we came in too early. The trail continues. As I passed a park ranger on the trail before, and the park ranger on the trail said, look out for snakes. Yep, snakes. One of my favorite things. This actually looks like a little cut through. And that's all this. Over here. Time to sit down. Just found a picnic table. We can sit down, relax a little bit. And some busy sniffing stuff. Oh yes. Look at that view. Yeah. You see Route 10 in the distance, but you can't hear it, which is nice. Yep. It's getting a bit warm. It says it's 62. With the sun beating down on you and the wind, actually feels a lot warmer than that. And more of these gorgeous saguaro cactuses. They just grow everywhere here. It's so amazing. We're on our way back. Enzo feels like he's on a mission. And he's panting, so he's a bit hot. Yep, it is a gorgeous day. There's a little bird on the top of that saguaro cactus right in front of me. You can see what it is. Here he goes. He's gonna fly up to the next one over there. I took Enzo for a 2-mile walk up the trail that's next to the road. And so he and I got halfway decent hike in. Mike had issues at work, so he wasn't able to go. We went to Dairy Queen, which is the only eatery for miles. I guess they don't have any trays here, so that works. A nice little hamburger. 3 minutes are done. Yum. And now we just came back from Dairy Queen, which is actually right down the road. It's like the only thing in this area, that and the pretty little gift shop that seems to be connected to the dairy. Sunglasses, map. Okay, kids. We're driving down to the park headquarters because that's where most of the trails are. More gorgeous scenery. I just love these saguaro cactuses. They're just so cool. Nothing. There's Enzo. Another shot of Picacho Peak. A picnic area. Some trail information here.
Not too hot.
Oh, we're going to just stay down here. This is the nature trail. We're going to do a couple of these others. They're all down here on the bottom. Right there. We are going to stay down this area. There's another trail over there.
Oh, there's a nature trail.
Yeah, I want the nature trail. It's a nice little loop. Not too strenuous. And we'll go way up to Hunter and Callaway one, which does go uphill. Alright, here we go. Okay, nature trail. It says it's a loop, so I guess it doesn't matter which way we go. Come over here. Come on, back on the trail. It's nice pea gravel. Doesn't hurt your feet. There's the office right down there. Mountains. More saguaro cactuses. Everywhere you look, there's something with a sticker on it. It is gorgeous though. Everything's in bloom. This is actually a desert lupin. More jumping cactus. It's a little windy today. Sentinel of the desert, the saguaro is home for many animals. Geas, woodpeckers, and gilded flickers excavate holes in the saguaro. A woody callus forms over the wound, creating a cool cavity perfect for nesting. Abandoned cavities become homes for other birds. Look at the saguaros as you walk the trail. Some have become bird hotels. That explains why there's so many holes in these guys.
I told you, birds do this.
Ceremony and reverence surrounded the saguaro for the early Native Americans. They depended on it for food, eating the fleshy fruit it bears in midsummer. Its woody ribs are used for building material. Gathering the fruit is still a time for celebration for the Tohono people. And we continue on a nature trail. More of these creosote bushes are blooming. How pretty. The white sage is also called the burrow bush or the burrow weed. Look at this scenery, isn't it gorgeous? Going down to a little valley and probably climbing up the other side. And more of these creosote bushes. They're blooming everywhere. I put these little steps in, probably stop their erosion. Because when it rains, it pours here. This sign has venomous dwellers of the desert, about scorpions, rattlesnakes, and other lovely critters that I'm not fond of. This scenery is just so stunning. It's just gorgeous. And when the sun comes out and it warms up, lovely. I can't imagine how hot it must get here in the summer, but we're here in March, so it's really quite nice. What is a desert? Visitors to Sonoran Desert are often surprised by the variety of plants and animals found here. The combination of high evaporation rate, shallow rocky soil, and low water absorption by the ground are all part of creating a desert. Dramatic changes between daytime and nighttime temperatures occur due to lack of humidity. Rainfall in the Sonoran Desert occurs during a brief period of time in the winter and again in the summer. Because the summer rains come in torrents, the ground is unable to absorb it and most of the water is lost as runoff. It's a fishhook barrel cactus. This cactus gets its name from the fishhook-shaped spines present all over its surface. Whew. These smell a little bit like creosote, not a lot. Very faint. This is pretty. Secret life of desert plants. Desert plants have adapted over time to make the most of the often meager resources available to them. We're going to take this trail here and take it to the amphitheater, and it's supposed to hook into the Callaway Trail and take us back to the car. I don't want to push with Mike because I know his back is really starting to hurt. This is the little amphitheater. We decided to sit down and take a little break. And then we saw all the people hiking up the side of the mountain that's right behind us. That steep climb, you can actually watch them climb all the way up there. That's Hunter Trail. It's difficult. It begins on the north side from the Barrett Loop and goes to the top of the peak. The trail climbs up a resistant path typical of the Sonoran Desert. The route is steep and twisting with steel cables anchored into the rock in places where the surface is bare. Like it's raining over there. See that? That looks like it's rain. Look at this thing. It's got little flowers on the end of it. It looks like a dead plant, but I guess obviously it's not dead. I don't know what it is either. It's definitely not dead. Look at that thing. Wow. Really pretty.
Back and look at it. Plunger is a plant indigenous to Hobby Desert, Sonoran Desert. It's more closely related to tea plant than blueberries is that cactus.
Oh my God.
Much of the year, the plant appears to be an arrangement of large, spiny, dead sticks.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Although closer examination reveals that the stems are partly green. And they are.
Oh, really?
Yes, you gotta look close, but they have the tint of green.
Really? Oh yeah, I guess if you look really
Look here.
close, yeah.
Right there.
On the underside, I see a
Yeah,
little
right there.
tinge. Yeah, a little tinge of green every so often. Oh wow, that's interesting. On our way back to the truck, we saw the stone pillar and decided to go check it out. Engagement at Picacho Pass. By early April 1862, the California column had reached an area near present-day Casa Grande, Arizona. From there, they dispatched 13 troops to Tucson, commanded by Lieutenant James Barrett. This detachment was conducting a sweep of the area, looking for Confederate soldiers. During their patrol, they discovered 3 Confederate lookouts who surrendered. However, Confederates under the command of Captain Sherrod Hunter had occupied ambush positions and opened fire. Fierce fighting continued for 90 minutes. Lieutenant Barrett and 2 of his men were killed and 3 others were wounded. Both sides withdrew from the scene. Unconfirmed Union reports indicate 2 Confederates may have been wounded. Welcome to the American Civil War and the Southwest Trail. Walk this trail to learn more about Civil War's western engagements, which ended the Confederate States' attempt to reach the California coast. This is a small quarter-mile loop trail that memorializes this battle. American Civil War timeline. The poster revolves around the basic timeline that I knew about, but it also dwells on the Southwestern Campaign, which I had no idea even existed. I had no idea they had Civil War fighting out here. Portable mountain howitzer. A 12-pound mountain howitzer cannon model 1841 was adopted by the U.S. Army in 1835, used extensively in Western into the 1880s. Okay, here we go. Civil War skirmish at Pico Pass, April 15th, 1862. Barrett's route was behind the Pico Mountains, and it looks like we follow the route where Route 10 is now. The Confederates expanded into the southwest as a gateway to California. Confederates occupied Tucson in the summer of 1861, and the lookouts were stationed at Pico Pass. Pico Pass is actually where Route 10 goes now, between the 2 mountains. Union Captain William Calloway ordered Barrett with 13 men around the north side of Pico Mountains. They were supposed to conceal themselves, hold their positions, and not engage in enemy lookouts. Against orders, Barrett charged into the midst of the 10 Confederate soldiers camped at the stage station. The issuing skirmish didn't end well for the Union soldiers. More little flowers. I don't know what these are. These are pretty cool. I haven't seen this plant before. Soldiers returned to become leaders. After the war, many soldiers returned to the Arizona Territory to start a new life. Native Americans clashed with troops. Chiricahua Apaches and Union troops fight at Apache Pass, which was right near here. Pico Pass aids navigation. Since prehistoric times, travelers have used the peak to navigate. From the days of the hokum to the present-day traveler, Picacho Peak has been a beacon rising above the desert floor. Much of the rich history of the desert Southwest has unfolded at the foot of Picacho Peak. And he's right behind the Saguaro. There he is. And we're back to the beginning. And there's our car. And there's Mike. Oh, that was pretty interesting. We got to go on a hike and a little history too. Very cool.
There's a trail right here. It's not.
No. Chef Mike is grilling up onions and shrimp. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Another gorgeous evening. There goes the shrimp. There's the sun. Yep, the sun came out from behind the clouds. There it is. Isn't that pretty? Is this shrimp on tortillas, or you have a name for it?
Nope.
Okay.
Whatever's in the refrigerator.
Okay. Sounds good to me. And that'll make it melt faster? Oh, okay, cool.
Decide to put on it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, it's the steam that melts it faster? Okay. And it was good. It's good. Really good. And it's another gorgeous sunset. I love these sunsets. Magnificent. Look at that sky. Good night, all. Yes, it's just a lovely day. There's only a very pleasant breeze. Got all the way up to, I think, 70. So that was cool. I'm just watching Desi. He's looking out all the windows, trying to find whatever he saw before. Right, Desi? Yeah. Yeah, Rudy and Lucy right here. We got Desi over here. Get Enzo. Right, Enzo? We're running around the place. They're looking for something. Not sure what they're looking for. Loofah. Are there birdies out here somewhere? I don't see any birdies. I don't see any birdies. There's lots of blooming things. After a long work day for Mike, we decided to go to Dove Mountain Brewing Company for dinner. All right. Let's see. This one is peach cobbler, shortcut sour. This one is Sonoran.
Sonora wheat.
Yeah, it's actually the white chocolate ale, which I'm really interested in. This guy is Chrome freaking. I can't read my handwriting. Something wheat.
It's Stroll freaking Rosenberg wheat.
No, oh, that's raspberry.
Raspberry.
That's raspberry. I couldn't figure out what I had written.
All you had to do was pick the number.
I did. Well, they ask you for the name too, just in case you can't read your numbers. And the last one is College Street Brew House, and it's called the Big Blue Van. But the chocolate one's really awesome. Cool. All right.
Wow, that's a girl.
That tastes good?
Yeah.
It looks really good, yeah. Good choice. Okay. And I have pastrami Reuben. Oh, it's really delicious too. It's on rye bread, which I absolutely adore. I love rye bread. Or toast. Oh yeah, and that's the street corn. For some reason I thought it was going to be on a cob, but I guess it's not. That's okay. Cool. Yeah?
It used to be on a cob.
This is a cool little microbrewery / restaurant that's right on a golf course. Really, really cool place. Most of the people are sitting at the bar, so that's why the noise level is so loud. Food was amazing. Here he is. Look at these two. They're so nosy. They're busy and look at the little tent campers across the way. And they're so nosy. Rudy's leaving. Desi's still trying to figure a way out. What do you think you're doing? Do you think you're escaping? That would be no. No escaping. It's so bad. And he's too scared to go outside though. But I'm not giving them an opportunity. I made sure the door is shut. Sunset just went down. Let's see if it gets prettier. Sometimes it does. It really doesn't look real. Lucy's busy watching the people camping across from us. Nosy little thing. Another gorgeous morning with this fabulous scene in front of us. The kids are just hanging out, playing, looking for the birdies. And there are a lot of birdies, but I just didn't get any video of them. Mike's busy working. Now they're busy fighting. Little sibling play there. What's wrong, Lucy, huh? You think your brother just wanted to cuddle with you, but you had to lay on her head. It's our daily morning hike with Enzo. We're taking this little route again because it's so scenic and it helps Mike stretch his back. And every day it's a little different. There's more and more things blooming. I love how the sun hits it from behind. This is so cool looking. It's getting a little hazier out. It's not as brilliant as it was the other day, but it's still pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The jumping cactus almost looked like for Fuzzy. Look at this. It's starting to bloom. How cool is that? Here's a dead Saguaro cactus. I can see how they use the insides for building things. Isn't that cool? Yeah, this guy's starting to bloom. Look at that. Just starting to open up. So pretty. Everything's blooming. Why am I surprised I have allergies? Yep. Take that Actifed. So I can breathe. It looks like those are just the fruits. It looks like he's already bloomed. These would have been the blooms and there's fruits there. Because there's one laying on the ground over here too. There he is. We got to see two of our long time horseback riding buddies that we haven't seen in, we were figuring it out, probably 15, 20 years. This time we went to their house and I got to see Gwen and Marty and their daughter Carrie. So that made me realize how long I haven't seen her. And then we got to see Mel and Linda, more horseback riding buddies. They came from the other direction down to their house. So we got to talk to them and reminisce and talk about how moving down in this area, everybody knows you're from the Northeast because of our accents. And we all laughed about that and stuff. We just had such a great time. It was like we had seen each other like maybe a day before, maybe a week before. It's like no time had gone by at all, so that was really cool. Okay, it's another gorgeous day, and we're going to go for another hike. Mike and I are going to do the hike I did the other day with Enzo. Oh yeah, look at him. Isn't he pretty? Yeah, sorrel cactuses. Okay, so it tells you actually all the mountains' names.
Yeah. See, we're looking at
How big one is this?
those. The one in the second one.
Those guys right
The
there?
one in the front is called White Silver Bell Mountain. The first
Okay.
one closest to us. That's called South Newman. So,
Yeah, he didn't get his own name.
this guy. I can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful flowers. Oh, look. Oh, he's actually blooming. Wow. Cool. I didn't think he was even alive. Everything's blooming right now. I'm finally starting to get used to it. It's pretty. Springtime in the desert. Look at that. That looks good. It's strawberry and bananas, right? And coconut milk. Yum. And we have crackers and goat cheese. Mike found an interesting restaurant to try. Of course, we have to drive like 25 miles to get to it. We got a gorgeous sunset called the Tap Inn Restaurant and Bar in Arizona City, Arizona. We had pizza, and it was really good. Our pizza has onions, mushrooms, and bacon on it. Yum. Okay, we are home. I just went to a little pizza place, had some pizza. It was actually pretty good. And now we're home. And the wind is blowing again. Yeah, all the cats are a little freaked out. And so is Enzo. Right. Desi's really freaked out. He was so upset when we left. He was crying. And that was a little hard. That made us feel bad. And little baby boy goes Lucy. Lucy didn't finish her dinner, again, as usual. She eats and then she wants to be hand-fed like 5 more times. King Rudy. Well, that was a fun little outing. Anything to get to, it's like 20 miles. It's either 20 miles to the west or 20 miles to the east. There's nothing around here at all except for the Dairy Queen, and that is it. That and a Shell station. Otherwise, if you go to this campground, you better bring all your food. We have food. We're tired of fish, and we didn't feel like cooking it, so we decided to go out. Oh boy. In our next episode, we hike to the Children's Cave, we check out a Pima Air and Space Museum, and our kitty escapes. Oh God. So come join us on our adventure. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to see what we're up to next. Ring the notification bell to tune on to our next video, usually out every Saturday morning. Please leave a comment too. We hope we're giving you some great ideas of things to do and explore. Have a good one. This always makes me cringe every time I see it. We had no idea he was sneaking out. On camera, no less.
He's out. He's out. Jesus.
Desi, don't run, honey.
Des. Hey, Des.
Desi, come back.
The door.